What up? 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 What's good? What's up, people? It's me. I'm me. It's me. I'm back, and I'm El Teddy 27, and this is another retro review, and this is going to be our review for Noah's Ark, season 2, episode 8, and this is the season finale of season 2, and it was called "Say It Loud." Now, we didn't know at the time that this would actually be the series finale. But it was the season finale and the series finale. It's called Say It Loud. So let's dive right in. So we start off with Noah and Quincy at Noah's house. So we just going to start off and act like what happened at the end of the last episode didn't just happen. Like none of that just happened. Like, no, Noah didn't just cheat on Quincy, and Wade didn't just cheat on Drake. Just never happened. So Noah and Quincy all cuddling up and everything, and we just going to act like it ain't happened. Anyway, they're walking runway because it's about to be Pride weekend, and they're supposed to be in this ball, and they're walking one of the categories, and so it's supposed to be like couples or whatever. So they're practicing that, and Noah's helping Quincy with his walk. So then we see the guys are at this photo shoot. So Noah came to Alex with this idea to have a calendar that he could sell at Pride, so that they could raise funds for the clinic, and so they have Trey, getting dressed in all of these different, provocative, sexy outfits or whatever. And Trey's taking pictures. And so that's how they're going to make money. Alex and Chance start talking to Ricky and get on him about Ricky having this open relationship with Janito, but it's really one-sided because Ricky is the only one that's going out and doing other stuff with other people. Janito's not doing anything. So they ask him, they say, how would you feel if Janito went and started, having sex with somebody else? He was like, I would feel, relieved. Sure, that's what they always say. And so they start talking about, monogamy and people being, and monogamy and, fidelity and people, staying, monogamous and all of that stuff and not cheating. And so Noah is hearing this, and so he tries to call Wade because he's starting to feel guilty. Wade sent him the voicemail. The voicemail box is full, so he can't get in contact with Wade. Down at Ricky's house, Janito and Ricky is having lunch. So Janito is sitting there, and Ricky says, why haven't you ever, slept with somebody else? So Janito was like, because I just haven't felt like it. I haven't wanted to. And so Ricky was like, okay, bet. I went online, I found somebody, he's a total bottom, and I think y'all could have sex and I'll hit it off. And so it was kind of like, Janito was like, bitch, what? What do you know? Because he was like, well, how do you know I'm going to even be able to like him or vibe with him or what the thing is going to, how it's going to roll? But he brought the guy in and then left and said, I'll be back in a couple hours. I'll let y'all do what y'all do. I'll be back. We'll get back to that in a second. Noah goes over to Wade's job. Noah goes, let me say this. Wade better than me. Because one thing you're not going to do, boo, is show up at my job. It's a whole lot of places you can show up to kind of confront me or talk to me about things. My job is not one of those places. I don't care what's going on, unless you telling me that some immediate family, and I said immediate family member is dead and gone, you ain't showing up at my job. I'm sorry. We ain't doing that. Anyway, so he shows up at Wade's job, and basically we find out it's been 2 weeks since they had sex, and Wade has not talked to Noah and has been avoiding Noah. And Wade told him, says, listen, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I cheated on my boyfriend. You cheated on your boyfriend. We don't need to be talking. We need to forget that junk happened and keep it moving. Child, Noah's all in his feelings, but Wade let him know in no uncertain terms, it's over. That's it. That was that time, and that's it. Ricky comes back to his house to find out that Janito and the dude never had sex. They end getting acquainted, having a good time, enjoying each other's company, and making more of a personal connection as opposed to just sexual. Which to me, in my estimation, is more problematic. Let me tell you something. I am more inclined to forgive a boyfriend if he just goes out and has frivolous sex or one night stand than I am if I find out you around here and you starting to have feelings for somebody and you getting all, chummy and intimate and y'all kikiing and laughing and having a good time. No, boo. That's the shit right there that will piss me off. Because that shit right there is a recipe for a disaster. You can't go back because you end up having it where they end up either feeling the same way about that person as you do, or feeling closer, I should say, to the other person than they do with you. It never ends well, and child, Mm-mm. I'd rather you just have sex than I come back and find out y'all didn't have sex and y'all all chummy and kiki and all. Nope. Not here for it. Child, then we go to the ball. It's Pride weekend, so the Pride event we went to first was the ball. Now, for a lot of people at this time, a lot of people, believe it or not, even back in 2000, what was it, 6? A lot of people had never seen Paris is Burning. Now, those of us in the black gay world, we had all seen Paris is Burning. That was, that was requisite watching coming up as a young gay black male in the late 90s, early 2000s. But a lot of the general public or people who were consuming Noah's Ark that were not familiar with the gay black culture had never seen a ball, weren't familiar with what a ball was. So this was their introduction to the ball scene. People didn't know. It's still people today, when they saw the first season of Pose, were not familiar with the ball scene. So you could only imagine how many people had never knew, experienced, or knew what a ball was back then. But we went to the ball and you saw the girls doing what they do. The girls were voguing, walking categories, this, that, and the third, being their genuine, gay, authentic self. And it was great. It was phenomenal. I love the fact that the show allowed us to see us in all of our greatness and the glory that is being black and gay. So I did want to talk about that. We then see backstage as they're getting ready, Noah and Janito talk about the fact that Ricky tried to set up Janito with this guy, and Janito didn't have sex, and Ricky called himself being mad because they didn't have sex. But Janito was like, I'm the one who should be upset, because why are you trying to hook me up with people? And I'm telling you, I don't want to be with nobody else. Like, I was with Janito on this. Ricky was out of line. Anyway, it's kind of like that, when somebody get mad at you for something that you should be mad at them about, Like, I hate when people beat you, get mad about something that you should be mad with them about. Whatever, honey. They backstage getting dressed. And before I get into all of this stuff in the show, I remember talking to my friends at the time that the show came out about how different it was and how it went against the black gay social constructs and norms. Not the general society. I'm talking about within the black gay world, the social norms. When you saw masculine characters like Wade and Quincy in this ballroom scene and walking this category that was an overly femme category. I mean, you saw it sometimes where they would have I forgot what they call it, but when they have the categories where somebody who's usually butch switches to femme and somebody who's usually femme switches to butch. I forgot what they call it. You see it in one of the episodes of Pose. But the difference was you see that with people who walk balls. But generally, when you have people that are just regular gay guys that don't walk balls, that are not on the ball scene, they just maybe have a boyfriend or whatever, they ain't walking no ball. They certainly ain't walking no category that's a femme category. And they don't walk balls. And so it went against our regular gay social norms and constructs with oh shit, what was that? With Trey and not Trey, with Quincy and Wade doing what they did. So we really had a long conversation about that because this was a very femme category. Anyway, so then we see Dre and Wade are going to be walking together. Noah and Quincy are going to be walking together. And you see Noah and Wade keep exchanging these intimate and passionate glances at each other and so forth. And Quincy picks up on this. So then Dre and Wade go out there to go walk. Noah and Quincy are still in the background, in backstage, and they just start to have this conversation. And Noah breaks up with Quincy. Just nilly-willy. Noah gets on my nerves with this, how, 1 minute everything cool, the next minute, oh, I don't want to be with you no more. I mean, no lead up, no explanation, no nothing. I mean, you don't even give the people an opportunity to kind of, catch their breath or deal with it or whatever. Because the next thing you know, what was the guy's name? I think his name was Romeo, whatever, from season 1, comes over and says, it's y'all time to go walk. So they got to go out there and walk in the ball. I mean, it's just, Noah always has bad timing with this stuff, always. So they go out there, and Quincy tells him, he says, this is what you do, Noah. You get guys that fall in love with you, and then you're sorry. No lies being told. None. Because Noah does do that. That's what he does. Anyway, on the other side of the ball, where they selling the calendars, they done ran out of calendars. Trey is out there modeling. Child, the gays want a piece of Trey. And baby, they done ripped Trey clothes off. Trey done got fed up and tells Alex, listen, I'm sick of this shit. I'm going my black ass home, and we ain't going to no doggone beach party tomorrow because we not going out there and dealing with all this foolishness. If they ripping my clothes off like this, we ain't going. And so Alex was like, no, I want to go. Honey, we ain't going nowhere. So anyway, Noah goes backstage to try and go talk to Quincy. Child Quincy punched it on his ass, and I don't blame him, honey. Girl, what we need to talk about? You already told me what you needed to tell me. Girl, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Keep it moving. Anyway, um, that the next thing we see is the next day we're at Ricky's shop, and at Ricky's shop they start to talk about how Ricky is jealous that Janito didn't have sex with the dude, and he doesn't want to admit it. And they talk about how it's you can develop feelings for somebody else that's even more intimate than just sex. Kind of like what I said earlier. So then Chance sees these Speedos that are exactly like the ones that he wore when he met Eddie. And we'll get there in a second, but we later find out as much as Chance likes to pick at Ricky, Chance was a whole ass whore back in the day too. Anyway, so he buys them and says, I'm gonna wear these out to the beach today for my man. So then we see Chance and Eddie. They take Kenya over to Alex and Trey's house. But remember, Trey said we ain't going to no damn beach party. So Trey and Alex are staying home. So Eddie and Chance drop Kenya off over there. And they go to the beach party. At the beach, it's Pride weekend. And you see these scenes of, just us in all of our gay glory. It reminded me of Miami Sizzle back in the day. And some of the young gays may be too young to remember Sizzle in all of its glory. And the glory years of Sizzle was about from 05 until about maybe 2012. Those were the years where Sizzle, probably prime years being around 08, 09, 10, 2008, 2009, 2010. Those were like the biggest years probably for Sizzle. And you would go to Haulover Beach, which is a nude beach in Miami, and it was gay pride, and you had thousands and thousands of black gay men from all over the world, not just the country, all over the world, that would convene in Miami, and you would be on the beach, and we would just be, and it was always a Sunday before Memorial Day, because it was Memorial Weekend, and we would go on that Sunday, and you would just be out there, and you would just, like they said on the show, it just made you so happy and proud to just be amongst just all of these black gay men, and just beautiful bodies of all types, big bodies, little bodies, muscular bodies, flabby bodies, old bodies, young bodies, the myriad of shades of melanin all over there. And then you just loved it, and you just saw camaraderie. And I remember, for the most part, there wasn't a lot of fights that I remember that was going on at Pride back then. Not at Miami Sizzle, not on the beach. The girls just came there, had a good time, drank, smoked, ate, swam, fucked, sucked, rugged, did it, and so it just really brought you back there, and I was glad that they showed that, because that's what Pride is supposed to be about, just us enjoying ourselves. Anyway, so I want to talk about that because I love, those were some good times back then. So child, Ricky sees Janito and the dude that he set Janito up off from afar, and they all, laughing and hugging and kikiing and, everything. And they're having a great time as if they have really made a connection with each other. So next thing you know, you see the dude kiss Janito passionately. Ricky sees this and is immediately jealous and walks off. After that, Noah sees Wade and Dre, and he kind of signals for Wade, hey, meet me in the bathroom. So they go over to the bathroom, honey. Chance and Eddie are talking. So that's when we found out that when Chance and Eddie first met, baby, they had sex in the car on the first date. Child, they bust. Child, Chance, you got bust down, honey. Gear. You always talk about Ricky, but it looks like you were a whole ass whore with Eddie on the first date. Child, The girls love to pick at the girls, but yet they forget how much of a whore they were. Child. Anyway, so they decide they're going to go back in the car and relive the old days and have sex in the car again. And they leave and go do it, ain't they? Meanwhile, in the bathroom, Noah goes in there to Wade. Noah says, listen, we can't keep doing this. You need to talk to me. I love you. We love each other. Da, 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 da. He says, Wade says, I'm with Drake. You with Quincy. Noah says, I ain't with Quincy no more. Wade says, what you broke up with him for? He was like, because of you. Because we love each other, this, that, and the third. Wade says, listen. We can't keep doing this. I can't keep being around you. And I don't want to do to Dre what you did to me. Sorry, girl. And so Noah was like, well, you look me in my eye, you tell me that you could just forget about me. And Noah tries to do it. And so Wade said, Wade tries to do it. Noah said, no, look me in my eye. Baby, Wade looked at Noah in the eye and said, we can't keep doing this. And Noah was kind of upset and in his feelings and started to walk out the bathroom, turn back around and just be a Noah. As innocent as Noah tries to portray, Noah ain't innocent. Noah then goes back in there and just says, fuck this shit, and starts kissing and all of this stuff on Wade. Wade succumbs to, Noah's advances, and they go in the stall, and baby, they start fucking. A mess. A mess. A mess. Anyway, Chance and Eddie come back from fucking in the car. And so Eddie says, listen, I'm tired. Chance like, man, I done got my second win. I'm ready to go have more fun. And so Eddie was like, nah, I'm going to go get Kenya. You stay here, hang out with your friends, have a good time, flirt, do whatever you want. Just make sure you come on home. He was like, okay, boo, I got you. And Eddie leaves. Chance goes out there and finds Ricky. Back at Trey's house, Trey and Alex are enjoying themselves so much with little Namibia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Zambia, Kenya, that's her name, Kenya. And they decide, you know what? We need to have a child of our own. So now they're going to have a child. At the beach, Ricky and Janito break up. Ricky told Janito, I see that, you and that boy getting all good with each other. And so Janito was like, well, I made a connection with the guy who you set me up with, and now you upset? What did you think was going to happen? And so Janito was like, you know what? I'm not Janito. Ricky was like, you know what? I'm feeling like I'm strangling, I'm choking, you're smothering me. You know what? It's a done deal. We ain't got to do this no more. You can go have fun with your friend. And they break up. Child, a mess. Meanwhile, in the bathroom, Noah and Wade getting done having sex. Who been standing there the whole telling each other they love each other? Who been standing there the whole time? Dre. Dre catches them, honey. Then we cut away to Ricky and Chance. Ricky telling Chance that he broke up with Janito and like he's glad and now he can go and be his best slut of himself, be his best skank of a self that he can be all the skank he can be, and he ain't even worried about Janito. We know that ain't true, honey. Anyway, Alex shows up and sees Ricky and Chance, and Alex tells them, that Trey is still home with little Namibia, Madagascar, Ethiopia, Kenya. There we go. And then him and Trey have decided they want to have a child of their own. Baby, Dre starts pulling out, starts his shows. Bring your ass on, Wade. We need to go home. He yelling, crying, this, that, and the third. Noah's sitting there trying to look all, innocent, like, oh, what did I do? No, bitch, Noah. You know exactly what you did, bitch. See, I just hate the way that Noah always tries to play this little innocent role. You ain't innocent by a long shot, Noah. But anyway, Dre tells Wade, if you love me, or if I ever meant anything to you, you'll get your black ass in this motherfucking car. Wade gets in the car and they drive off. And so the guys, Alex, Ricky, and Chance, are looking like, girl. So they get in the car and drive off with Noah. And they were like, Noah, you ain't tell us that y'all been over here having this affair for a couple weeks now. He was like, no, we just did it one time and we love each other. I don't know what's going to happen. It's up to Wade because Wade is the one with the boyfriend, this, that, and the third. They driving off. They got to stop because there's a roadblock. They say it was an accident up, and they ask him what kind of car. It ends up being Wade and Dre's car. They run up there. They say a guy is trapped in the car, and the other guy got thrown out of the car. The guy who got thrown out of the car was Wade. The guy that's trapped in the car is Dre, and Wade is bleeding out. He's still alive, but he's bleeding and stuff like that. And Noah, crouched over him. And the guys come and say, "Where's the ambulance? Where's the ambulance? The ambulance come. Where's the ambulance?" And it goes off from there. And I just remember thinking, after we found out that the show wasn't renewed, I remember thinking, I felt so angry that that's how the show ended, with this huge cliffhanger. And we wanted more. We needed more. We needed this show, and it just was canceled. And I just remember thinking that we were robbed. And then Jumping the Broom happened. And now we have the 15-year anniversary that happened. But that was technically the series finale for Noah's Ark, because Jumping the Broom technically isn't a part of the series. It's an independent movie on its own. But this was technically the series finale. And I just want to talk about how great it's been to review this show and to relive how great and how revolutionary this show was and how groundbreaking this show was and everything that it brought to American culture, and to thank all of the people involved with this show and everything that went into it. We talked about that during season 1, and we talked about that on even one of my lives. So that is all of the episodes of Noah's Ark seasons 1 and 2. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this show. There may be a big surprise coming on this channel with regard to this show. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.